I'd like to introduce a little bit this small device. Here is Dustin. He is the engineer of this company, and I asked Dustin a little bit show us this equipment and a little bit compare to the previous Garmin equipment. Actually, I use Garmin, and please a little bit introduce this.
Sure. So I've used it as well. And you know, one thing that I can say about them, they really set the bar for the standard of reliability of data capture. And with our unit, we have to meet that benchmark. It has to be reliable. It has to pick up every shot, whether it's archery, air gun, rifle, pistol. If you want to compare them side by side, one thing that Garmin has not done well is capture shotgun shells. And this will capture birdshot. It'll capture slugs, whether they have a sabot or if they're fully rifled. There were some other things that we thought could be done better, and a lot of it is in the design of the controls and the user interface. So this is extremely intuitive. You have up, down, a confirmation OK button, and one of my favorites is, let's go ahead and go into a session. I'm going to use quick session. That'll bypass asking for the projectile weight.
I see.
Okay, so we're in a session. We're going to start recording data. You have your min, your max, the number of shots fired. And the coolest feature here is you don't have to go through a series of menus. You can press one button and cycle through. You can see your deviation from average, kinetic energy, power factor, average, standard deviation, so on and so forth.
Just a short question, it is working in metric?
It does, it does.
Okay.
So if you're using kinetic energy and power factor, you can see that in joules, and you know, in the US, you're gonna see that in foot-pounds. But that's just controlled through the settings menu, so if we go back, we can see on our settings here, we can change that to feet per second, meters per second. We'll do meters per second, and now we have grams per joules. We've got English, French, and Spanish translations in the unit, and then this does have Bluetooth capability. So we've launched our Athlon Ballistics app this year, and the cool thing here is when you want to manage that data long term, you can take the rifle profile from your ballistics app or the bullet profile and associate it with those sessions after you've downloaded them to your cell phone. And you can sort by what rifle did you record that on, what bullet. So if I want to see my pellet rifle, I have a 18 grain pellet and a 25 grain pellet. And maybe I want to see all the sessions for those pellets. I can pull just those. So very intuitive, 6-hour battery life. It'll capture between 65 feet per second to 5,000 feet per second. I'm sorry, I'm not good on the conversion that quick, but it will do metric as well, right? You know, driving on the freeways out here takes a little getting used to.
Actually, we have to count with grains because of the muzzle loading, but
yep. But yeah, grams for your projectile weight, that's an option as well. But rechargeable via USB-C. That's how you get your 6-hour battery life. You can also use a power bank and power it if you're going to have a longer day or you forgot to charge it. You can record while you're charging. So.
Thank you. And what about the price? Because that is
the price on this in the United States is $349. In Europe, it'll probably be closer to like $399. But still, we're looking at half the price of the competition with the same reliability that you expect. Great data management, and just overall the precision of the measurement that it's providing is second to none.
And just a main question, it is just measuring the muzzle velocity.
Correct. Yep.
So it's not like a Labrador or measuring wider range is just the muzzle.
Yeah. So this is detecting anywhere out to about 100 meters, but we're not calculating ballistic coefficients. Part of that is it's very misleading. You can calculate a ballistic coefficient at short range, but it may not be exactly the same at a further distance. So we don't want to mislead consumers. We want to make sure they're provided with good data, and that's really what this is all about.
And about the sensitivity, because I'm really So the Garmin's sensitivity is quite nice. I recognize that. Compared to the Garmin's sensitivity, how it's...
Yeah, so this is very forgiving when you go to place it next to your barrel. Between about there and there, it's going to be very easy to place. You don't have to worry about the alignment so much. If somebody's nearby, it doesn't pick up nearby shooters. Actually, that's another cool feature. If somebody were to shoot across your path while you're recording, you can hold down the option button and it will delete the last shot recorded. So again, if there was somebody that just shot past you and maybe they just weren't great, yeah, you can do that all from the recording screen.
Because most of the people like me, we changed from Labrador because of the lack of sensitivity of the Labrador. I was totally satisfied with Labrador, except this sensitivity.
You'd miss shots. You'd fire, it wouldn't pick it up. It wouldn't matter if it was on radar or microphone, but yeah, not here. It doesn't matter if you're shooting a 177 air rifle or an actual centerfire rifle, archery. There's no detection issues. It's not sensitive in that aspect. Very forgiving.
Thank you very much for this
short
introduction. Appreciate it.
Thank you.